Ladies and gentlemen, success is not a mystery. It's a set of principles, unchanging, timeless, and available to anyone willing to adopt them. Every day you and I wake up with the same opportunity to either repeat yesterday's mistakes or to step into a new level of discipline, wisdom, and action. Your life is shaped not by luck, not by circumstances, but by the philosophies you choose to live by. Everything you do, every decision you make stems from the way you think. Your philosophy is the foundation of your success or failure. And the moment you take control of it, you take control of your future. Most people go through life reacting to whatever comes their way. They blame their upbringing, their environment, or the economy for their struggles. But the truth is, two people can grow up in the same neighborhood, face the same hardships, and still end up in completely different places. What makes the difference? The way they think. One person develops a philosophy of growth, learning, and responsibility, while the other adopts a mindset of blame, excuses, and limitations. If you want to change your results, start by changing the way you think. Success isn't about doing one big thing right. It's about getting the small things right every single day. It's about refining the way you see the world, the way you handle challenges, and the way you respond to opportunities. Some people see obstacles and stop. Others see them as stepping stones. Some people see a problem and complain. Others see a problem and look for solutions. The difference isn't in the situation, it's in the philosophy. Your personal philosophy determines your habits, and your habits determine your results. If you believe that success comes from luck, you'll sit around waiting for a lucky break. But if you believe that success comes from discipline and effort, you'll get up every day and do the work. If you think wealth is only for the privileged, you'll never take the steps to build it yourself. But if you believe wealth is a result of smart financial choices and consistent effort, you'll start making better decisions. Philosophy isn't just about big ideas. It's about the small choices you make daily, the books you read, the people you listen to, the way you spend your time. All of these things shape your mindset. If you spend your days watching meaningless entertainment, never learning, never growing, your mind becomes weak, and so do your results. But if you invest in yourself, if you fill your mind with wisdom, discipline, and new skills, you create a future of opportunity. It all starts with awareness. Take a look at your current results, your finances, your health, your relationships. They are a reflection of your philosophy. If you don't like what you see, don't wish for a different life. Work on a different mindset. Study the habits of successful people, learn from their experiences, and apply what you learn, because when your philosophy changes, your actions change. And when your actions change, your results will follow. The great thing about philosophy is that you can change it anytime. You don't have to stay stuck in old patterns. You can decide today to think differently, to adopt a new mindset, and to build a life based on principles that lead to success. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Everyone wants success, good health, financial freedom, and strong relationships, but very few are willing to do what it takes every single day. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's not talent, not luck, not intelligence, just the simple ability to stay consistent in the small necessary actions that lead to big results over time. Most people get excited about their goals. They set big ambitions, write them down, and imagine what life will be like when they get there. But when it comes time to do the work, when it's time to wake up early, go to the gym, make that extra sales call, or study instead of watching TV, they give in to comfort. They tell themselves, I'll do it tomorrow. But tomorrow turns into next week, and next week turns into never. That's where discipline makes all the difference. Discipline isn't about doing what's easy. It's about doing what's necessary, even when you don't feel like it. Because here's the truth. There will be days when you don't feel motivated. There will be days when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when things don't seem to be working. That's when discipline has to step in. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is what keeps you going long after the excitement fades. Every successful person you admire, whether in business, sports, or any other field, has mastered discipline. They don't rely on emotions to guide their actions. They rely on habits. They wake up early when they don't feel like it. They show up for work when they'd rather rest. They put in the effort long before they see the rewards. And because they do, success eventually becomes inevitable. The best part? Discipline is a skill. It's not something you're born with. It's something you build. The more you practice it, the stronger it gets. The first few days of waking up early, exercising, reading, or working on your goals might be tough, but over time, it becomes part of you. Just like a muscle, discipline grows with use, and as it grows, so does your ability to achieve what most people only wish for. Some people see discipline as a burden, but in reality, it's the greatest form of freedom. When you lack discipline, you live in constant regret, wishing you had started earlier, wishing you had worked harder, wishing you had been more consistent. But when you have discipline, you take control of your life. You don't wait for circumstances to change, you change them. You don't wait for success to come to you, you create it. The choice is simple. Either suffer the pain of discipline today or the pain of regret tomorrow. One leads to strength, confidence, and success. The other leads to disappointment and frustration. And every single day, with every decision, you get to choose which path to take. Life will always present challenges, no matter who you are, where you come from, or what you do. Difficulties are a part of the journey. Some people see these challenges and wish things were easier. They wish for fewer problems, less pressure, and a smoother road. But success doesn't come from avoiding challenges. It comes from becoming the kind of person who can overcome them. Wishing for an easier life doesn't change anything. The world will not slow down for you. The market won't stop being competitive. The demands of success won't suddenly become effortless. If you spend your time hoping for fewer problems, you'll always be disappointed. But if you shift your mindset and start focusing on becoming better, stronger, and more capable, you will find that the obstacles in front of you are no longer barriers, they become stepping stones. Everything you want requires a higher version of you. If you want more success, you must develop better skills. If you want better health, you must commit to stronger discipline. If you want financial freedom, you must learn to manage money wisely. The solution is never in the outside world, it is always within. When you grow, when you improve, when you sharpen your abilities, life doesn't get easier, but you get better at handling it. Think about a beginner and an expert in any field. To the beginner, everything looks difficult. They struggle, they get frustrated, and they might even feel like quitting. But to the expert, the same tasks that once seemed impossible now feel natural. The work didn't change, the person did. And that's the key. Instead of wishing for things to be easier, commit to the process of getting better. Most people resist this truth because it requires effort. Growth isn't comfortable. It demands patience, discipline, and sacrifice. But the rewards are worth it. Every time you push yourself to learn a new skill, develop a stronger mindset, or build a better habit, you increase your ability to handle life's challenges. And the more capable you become, the more opportunities you unlock. Success is not something you chase, it's something you attract by becoming the right kind of person. Too many people spend their lives running after success, constantly searching for shortcuts, tricks, and quick fixes. They think if they just find the right opportunity, the right contact, or the right moment, success will finally come. But success doesn't work that way. It doesn't respond to desperation. It responds to preparation. Look at the most successful people in any field. They didn't chase success, it came to them because they developed the skills, habits, and mindset that made success inevitable. They became valuable, and when you bring value to the world, success naturally follows. Money flows to those who solve problems. Opportunities come to those who are prepared. Respect is given to those who prove themselves through consistent effort. Instead of focusing on chasing success, focus on developing yourself. Work on your knowledge, your discipline, your ability to think critically, master your craft, improve your communication, and refine your ability to lead. The more you grow, the more you attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right results. Success isn't about luck. It's about becoming so valuable that people can't ignore you. Some people struggle their whole lives running from one opportunity to the next, hoping something will finally work. But they never stop to ask, am I the kind of person who deserves success? If you want more, you have to become more. If you want financial success, develop financial intelligence. If you want a great career, build the skills that make you indispensable. If you want a strong relationship, become the kind of person who attracts and maintains deep, meaningful connection. Success follows the law of attraction, but not in the way most people think. It's not about sitting back and hoping good things come your way. It's about creating the conditions that make success a natural outcome. Think of a magnet. A weak magnet struggles to attract anything, but a strong magnet pulls in everything around it. The same is true for you. When you strengthen your abilities, your discipline, and your work ethic, success has no choice but to come your way. The challenge is that this takes time. Most people don't have the patience to grow into the person they need to become. They want instant results, immediate rewards, and overnight success. But the truth is, lasting success is built through years of preparation. The people who seem to have made it didn't suddenly get lucky. They spent years in the background working, improving, failing, and learning. If you're not where you want to be, don't look for something outside of you to change. Look inward. The better you become, the more success will naturally find you. And when you stop chasing and start attracting, you'll realize that success was never about the opportunities you found. It was always about the person you became. Happiness is not something that exists in the distant future, waiting for the right conditions to arrive. Too many people live with the mindset that they'll be happy one day, when they make more money, when they achieve a certain goal, when they move to a better place, or when they finally have the perfect relationship. But happiness doesn't work that way. If you keep postponing it, you'll spend your entire life chasing something that always feels just out of reach. The truth is, happiness is a habit, a way of thinking, a decision you make daily. It's not the result of success, it's a foundation for success. Some people believe that once they achieve their dreams, they'll finally be happy. But look around, there are people who have everything you think would make life perfect, yet they're miserable. And there are people with very little who radiate joy. The difference isn't in what they have, it's in how they think. If you can't be happy with what you have now, more won't change that. Because happiness is not in things, it's in your perspective. It's in appreciating where you are while still working toward where you want to be. It's in finding joy in small moments, in simple things, in the relationships you build, in the progress you make. Life is happening now, and if you're always waiting for the future to bring happiness, you will miss the beauty of today. There will always be something more to chase. You'll always have new goals, new challenges, new mountains to climb. And that's a good thing. It's what keeps life exciting. But if you tie your happiness to reaching a destination, you'll find that every time you arrive, there's another peak waiting for you. That's why so many people achieve what they thought would bring them happiness, only to feel just as unfulfilled as before, because they never learned to enjoy the process. Happiness isn't in the destination, it's in the journey. It's in the lessons you learn, the person you become, the experiences you collect along the way. It's waking up and choosing to see the good in your life instead of focusing on what's missing. It's in gratitude and kindness, in the way you treat others and in the way you treat yourself. Some people believe they need permission to be happy. They think their circumstances have to be perfect, their problems have to disappear, and everything in their life has to be in order first. But happiness doesn't come from a perfect life. It comes from learning to find joy even in the imperfections. Every day you have a choice. You can either wait for happiness, hoping that one day everything aligns just right, or you can decide to find it right where you are. The more you practice choosing happiness now, the more fulfilling your life becomes. Because happiness isn't something you postpone, it's something you create. Your job might pay the bills, but your personal growth determines your future. Too many people spend their lives working hard at their jobs, putting in long hours, following instructions, and hoping for a raise or promotion, but they never stop to invest in themselves. They rely on their employer to provide training, their boss to recognize their efforts, and the economy to create opportunities. But the real question is, are you working harder on yourself than you are on your job? Because that's the key to long-term success. Jobs come and go. Industries change, companies rise and fall, but the skills, knowledge, and mindset you develop stay with you forever. If you spend all your energy just doing your job and none on improving yourself, you remain stuck in the same place year after year, hoping for better results while staying the same person. But if you dedicate time every day to learning, growing, and developing your abilities, you position yourself for opportunities that most people never even see. Some people work at a job for 10, 20, or even 30 years, but they don't really have 30 years of experience. They have 1 year of experience repeated 30 times. They do the same tasks the same way, never improving, never growing, never challenging themselves to get better. And then they wonder why they're not advancing. The answer is simple. They stopped working on themselves. If you want a better future, you must invest in the person who will live in that future, yourself. Read books, take courses, develop new skills, and expand your thinking. If you want to earn more, become more valuable, learn how to solve bigger problems, improve your communication, develop leadership skills, and master financial intelligence. The more you grow, the more opportunities come your way. Success is not about working more hours, it's about working smarter. And the smartest investment you can ever make is in yourself. Technology is changing, markets are shifting, and the world is evolving faster than ever before. Those who keep learning and adapting will thrive. Those who don't will be left behind. The best job security is not in a paycheck, it's in your ability to provide value no matter where you go. Working on yourself also builds confidence. When you know you have skills, knowledge, and a strong mindset, you no longer fear change. You don't worry about losing a job because you know you can create new opportunities. You don't feel stuck because you're always growing. Personal development gives you freedom. The freedom to choose, to create, and to design the life you want